The American Championship semifinal number 2 just came to a close. The Tulsa Golden Hurricane victorious over Memphis. I'm Haley Outen alongside Eric Lopez. And Eric, the big story this whole season for Tulsa has been pitcher Emily Watson. She was named the conference's pitcher of the year earlier this week. 11 strikeouts today. I would say that's a pretty good start for her here in tournament action.
No question about that, and she showed why she was the pitcher of the year. She had everything working today, kept the Memphis hitters really off balance. 11 strikeouts, just 3 hits allowed. Really, Memphis was overmatched by Watson, who was on top of her game.
Yeah, Memphis was riding some momentum off of yesterday's win. Their first tournament win in program history. Didn't quite get the start they wanted to today. They said the goals heading into today was going to be pitching and playing some excellent defense, and those things haunted them in the first couple innings.
It really did. Tulsa took advantage of it. 3 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second. A lot to ask for Memphis. We're digging a hole against Watson. They were pressing, but still a great run from Memphis and Natalie Poole getting that first conference tournament win in the American Athletic Conference, their first conference tournament win overall since 2010. A lot of young players coming back from Memphis, so the future's bright for Coach Poole and the Tigers.
The future's bright for Memphis, but also bright for Tulsa. They're headed to their 3rd straight American Championship final in 3 years. Eric, that takes some serious consistency. What does that say about the Tulsa program that they're headed to their 3rd straight American final?
It says that they're one of the top programs in college softball, led by head coach John Barfield. He has been consistent. This team is perennially in the NCAA tournament. They're always in the hunt for conference championships, and that's been no different here in the American Athletic Conference. They were in the championship game in 2015 as a young team, lost to UCF. In that game, 1-0 on a walk-off home run by Samantha McCloskey. And that was the turning point for this group. They learned from that loss and that pain in that loss in Orlando. And since then, they won the conference tournament last year. They won the regular season earlier this year. Now they're trying to do the regular season title and the tournament title in the same year. Only one team in the American Athletic Conference has done that. That was UCF in 2015. And Tulsa's looking to duplicate that here on the championship.
Well, we haven't mentioned the opponent yet, Houston. They're playing some great softball this time of year. It's been a big week for the Cougars here as the 2 seed, and I think it's been highlighted, safe to say, by Savannah Huebner.
She's been fantastic. Has thrown 2 shutouts. She shut out Connecticut in the quarterfinal round and then shut out East Carolina in the semifinal and helped herself, going 3 for 3 in that game with 3 RBIs, including a 2-run homer that really kind of broke that game open for the Cougars. They're playing at a very high level. We've got the 2 best regular season teams. They finished 1-2 in the standings. They're the 2 best teams in the league. They'll battle it out for the championship. Huebner versus Watson. They met on April 13th in Tulsa. That was the game of the year in the regular season. A game won by Tulsa in 10 innings, 1-0. Watson had 21 strikeouts in that game. Huebner had a no-hitter going into the 8th inning. Tulsa won it on a walk-off hit. Tulsa would go on to sweep the series. But these 2 teams, that was a long time ago. That won't be a factor. But Watson and Huebner, if they get the ball, we could be here a while.
Well, you mentioned it. It's a pitcher's duel. It's very fitting. It's the 1 and 2 seed fighting for the American Championship and to punch their automatic ticket to the NCAA tournament. You can catch the action at noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central on ESPN.